Hey friends, Jens here. It's TED Talk Tuesday. Every week I'm watching one TED Talk and I want to share it with you. Let's jump into it right away really quick. I watched an amazing presentation by Judson Brewer about how we can simply break bad habits that we all have. You don't have bad habits? Liar, liar, pants on fire. We all have them. I have them. And I'm so curious how I can break some of them. So why do we have bad habits and why do we keep doing it? Despite the fact that we know they're bad for us. And the reason is really simple and really important for us. It meant survival. Survival, what was the first thing we always needed, is food. So there was food, it meant calories for us, and then we needed to know what it was and where we found it. So it's like a trigger, a behavior, and a reward. The trigger was the food, the behavior was we ate it, and then we felt good. And it's really super important. But then the brain is also really creative and implements this idea on many other things. And a prime example is emotional triggers. Smoking. We see cool dude driving by, smoking a cigarette. Ooh, I want to be cool. I smoke a cigarette. Ooh, I'm so awesomely cool. Boom, we have a cycle. We want to feel cool, we smoke, we feel cool. So how do we break cycles like this? And it doesn't have to be smoking. It can be texting while we're driving. It can be certain foods we eat. Anything that doesn't really serve us. And yet we have such a hard time breaking these cycles. I know there are moments where we just know this is bad for us and we don't do it and we stop eating a certain food or stop doing a certain thing. But guess what? The moment we're tired, we're stressed, we get sucked into all these things that we don't want to do, these cycles, these things, yelling at kids, yelling at your spouse, yelling at somebody in the car, eating the wrong food, whatever it is. And for some reason it seems like we can't help ourselves. And the reason is we're trying to fight an old mechanism that meant survival. So if we don't fight it, what can we do? So that's where the presenter points out we can tap into another amazing component what drives humans. And it's curiosity. Curiosity simply feels good. We know that from an early age. So how can we use curiosity to break bad habits? With curiosity, we can break bad habits. And here's how it works. It's like this awareness, this mindfulness while we do something. So there's an urge, let's say for smoking the cigarette, to take that as an example again. You smoke the cigarette, and at that moment, really look inside yourself and see how it feels. See how does the cigarette taste like? Or you yell at somebody. How does it really feel yelling at somebody? And you'll realize that, whoa, the cigarette is super nasty. Yelling, boo, that makes us feel bad, it makes them feel bad. It just doesn't serve a purpose. The simple awareness can break this habit loop. Let's take texting while driving for an example. You see the text, you feel the urge to text back, and then you text back and you kind of feel good, but you also aware that, like, ooh, you almost caused an accident. Why not take that moment? You see a text coming in, you feel the urge to answer, but you don't. And then you really feel good about not doing it. And take that as a new trigger. You see the text, you just go like, wow, I just feel amazing that I don't need to answer it right now. It can wait till I get to a safe spot when the car is stopped. So the innate curiosity is the key to help us break bad habits. So it's this awareness, the mindfulness, when you do something that can help us to get out of it. It can break that loop. So the next time you do something that you actually want to change in your life, become aware how it really feels like, how it really tastes. And you will notice that a bad habit usually has a really bad taste to it and a really bad feeling to it. So that's the moment where you remember that. And the next time you feel the urge of doing it, you don't do it. And then you really dwell in the moment of feeling awesome that you didn't do it. And that's going to create a new habit loop of just feeling awesome. Because there's always going to be certain triggers. But then if you don't do it, what you used to do, let's say smoking or eating a certain food or yelling at somebody or texting back right away, and you feel super awesome. I'm going to do it, I'm going to try it, I'm going to work at it, I'm going to change so many habits. I'm excited. I hope you're going to do the same. Let me know how it goes for you, and have a wonderful Tuesday. It's TED Talk Tuesday. Thank you and goodbye.